Hello and welcome back to the Shameless Promo Podcast. I am your host, Rumi,
And I'm Madison.
and today is a very special episode, and honestly, a sentimental episode, if you will, because this is the season finale.
Ooh.
Yeah, we made it 10 episodes, y'all.
Barely breathing, but we made it.
Barely breathing. We have talked a lot about a lot this season. We've covered almost every major celebrity venture that has happened in the past couple of months,
Yes.
and it's honestly been so much fun seeing y'all's reaction to the podcast, because I'm sure that not many people were expecting Rumi Madison podcast talking about random celebrity business ventures, but y'all have been so amazing and just receiving it so well, and we couldn't be happier.
Love to see it.
For this last episode, we wanted to talk about, honestly, the business venture that anyone really thinks of when they think of a celebrity business venture. This is honestly, like, especially for pop stars,
Hmm.
this is like the business venture that we know means the end of music for a while. And that is celebrity makeup.
There's lots of it. I don't think we'll be able to cover every single makeup celebrity product, but
Mm-mm.
we'll cover some of the heavy hitters.
We'll get some of the heavy hitters for sure. We'll go
I
through a
could
little bit.
I think a lot of this episode is gonna be me being like giving my reviews of like, yeah, so I've tried this blush and this highlighter and this lip gloss. Like I
Yes.
honestly I think out of all of the products and like side hustles we've covered, I know the most about the makeup.
See, and this is the one I know the least about. Well, I know the most about it in terms of like the brands out there, but in terms of like actual application, I've only really experienced Fenty.
Okay. Fenty skin or
Yeah.
like actual Fenty makeup?
Fenty makeup. There was this one like event. It was like for like a New York Fashion Week TikTok pop-up thing where they did like your makeup with like Fenty, and they
Okay.
gave you like a nice little shimmery blush. They did my
Mm.
lid. They gave me a smoky eye. I was
Not the smoky eye, bitch.
I was kind.
Oh my
I was walking
god.
around the streets of New York being like, "Oh, who want it? Huh?" I was giving Butch Queen.
Did you did you say Butch Queen?
Yes. Butch
They're
Queen
like,
realness.
is she a butch or just a very flamboyant man? I guess we'll never know.
I like to keep him guessing. But yeah, should we get into it?
Well, okay, so I'm very familiar with many current makeup brands of celebrities, but before there was Fenty, before there was Rare. So the first ever celebrity makeup brand actually was launched in 1994 by Iman, the supermodel. I think I mentioned this in like the skincare episode, I think. And I didn't go too deep into it cuz really Iman Cosmetics is more known for their makeup than their skincare, but they also did skincare technically. But yeah, the story behind it is actually really cool. So she, as one of the first, if not the first, black supermodel, she had a hard time finding makeup that fit her complexion. She said she had to like mix foundations together and stuff and like really try to make it work for herself because there just was no diversity with makeup back then, even in 1994. So she decided to create her own cosmetics brand, and the ethos for the brand or their kind of like mission was to create a more diverse shade range for all colors, all women, all people who wear makeup. And yeah, it's pretty cool. It's kind of like the OG Fenty, she walked so Rihanna could run.
I think that it's so interesting how, like, with this episode, all of our research and previous things from previous episodes are coming back for this one.
Yeah, because it's like every celebrity, I think, at a point touches the makeup world at this point. So I feel like if you have one product, you may have another that overlaps with different episodes.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, Amon's makeup line is still around. I don't know too much about it. I don't even really know like how much money it's made because it's not super Well, let's see. So in 2010, it was valued at $25 million a year.
Wow.
What's unique though is that she is both the founder and the CEO, which is pretty rare. Most celebrities are not the CEO of their makeup brand, so that's really cool.
Yeah, that's a lot of responsibility.
It is,
Like,
yeah, to own it, to be the founder, to be the CEO, like you really have to be like super involved. And I think the reason why a lot of celebrities aren't CEOs is cuz they have other career paths going on. Like, how are
yeah,
you going to be a pop star and a CEO and like celebrity judge and own a like it's just it's a
right.
lot. And I think honestly, like we're kind of jumping ahead, but I think that alone is why a lot of these brands don't work out, is because it's just impossible to do all of those things at once and have all of your endeavors be successful and of quality.
The struggle to like not spread yourself too thin is definitely real for a lot of these businesses because the notoriety behind why these brands initially take off is the like celebrity of it all. And being a celebrity, especially like one that has like a talent like a singer or like an actor or something where like you physically have to be like doing something else, it makes sense. Like you said, you can't do it all.
No.
I think that also can contribute to why sometimes once the celebrity pushes it off to like a corporation or like someone else to spearhead it, that the quality kind of goes down. Um, because then it definitely becomes more so a product rather than like a work of passion.
Yeah, and like I don't know how many celebrities are like truly passionate about makeup or skincare or hair care or anything like that. I think they're passionate about making money,
Okay.
which can be a good motivator at times,
Yeah.
but not always. Um I don't know. It just I think there are celebrities who, when they make makeup brands, it is genuine. Like, even if they're not like, oh, I've just been so obsessed with makeup my whole life, they can still produce a product that people want to use that resonates and is successful and again feels genuine. But then there's like the brands that are like, okay, like this truly, like you don't give a fuck about this. Like you don't even
Yeah.
probably know what it feels like to use the product. Like, I don't know. It's just
There's nothing unique about this. This is just like a generic makeup brand with your name on it.
yeah. And like, how am I going to expect you, a I don't know, reality star, R&B singer, whoever you are, to be like creating this like life-changing product
Right.
when you also have other life-changing products under your name? Like it's just like it's
Right.
too much. Like I don't see how anyone could make like, I mean obviously there are examples of great makeup products we'll talk about, but like it's just, again, it's just a lot to handle.
Yeah, for sure. But I guess with that, we can move into the modern age of beauty and celebrity makeup. I think we saw a huge boom of celebrity makeup in the 2010s. I think of immediately Kylie Cosmetics, the
Hmm.
lip kits,
The lip kits.
the lip kits. This was like the first time there were like vending machines selling makeup, selling Kylie Jenner lip kit. The only other vending machine that was like beauty product that I saw during that era was Proactive, and we all know,
There are proactive vending machines.
yes, they were
Wow.
Proactive vending machines. That's how you know you should not buy that shit.
Yeah, that's for damn sure. Now bitches have like a refrigerator for their skincare and
Right.
stuff. Like a TikTok influencer would not be caught dead buying Proactive from a vending machine. Skincare that's been sitting out in the sun, probably curdling.
That is career suicide.
Kylie really changed the game for not only makeup but celebrity makeup. Like no one was doing it like Kylie at the time. This was really peak Kardashian era because
Mhm.
I don't know, I'm guessing Chris Jenner was the mastermind behind it, who knows, but they took that lip filler and made it into $1 billion industry, or $1 million. I'm not sure how much the lip kits made, but like, oh my god, I remember when these came out and like it was sold out like for months and months and months and months. And now you can get it at like Ulta and it's like super easy and no one buys them
Yeah.
anymore, but like, oh my god, even I wanted the lip kits. Like I never had one at this time, but like they were so coveted.
Yeah.
the marketing was just so genius. Even though it was built off of lies, like it was fucking genius.
So you're gonna get lips like me the whole time you have filler.
Whole time. And it's just so crazy how much has changed in the past. I mean, I guess this is like 9 almost 10 years ago, which is crazy to think about, but like we as consumers have changed so much because now if a celebrity was like, "Oh, if you want lips like mine, buy my lip kits," everyone would be like, "Yeah, okay, bitch, sure." Like
Right.
we're just so much more aware of like the fact that one, if someone's promising, "Oh, have this body part like me,
Mhm.
here's a product," especially makeup, it's like bullshit. But also, I mean, we're so much more aware of like procedures and cosmetic stuff. Like it's just that would not fly today.
No. I think it also speaks to just, like, the consumer base because at that time, I feel like the majority of people that were buying the products and were giving the product hype were kids. Like, they were not fully fledged adults. Like, if you don't know what fillers are at, like, 14 or 13, of course, you're not gonna, like, think like, "Oh, wait, maybe the lip kits aren't what's making her lips like that." Like,
No.
we had no prior reference. We were very naive and easily
Yeah.
swayed as kids are, but, like, now, especially having grown up and, like, seen the the growth of, like, lies that celebrities tell for the sake of selling a product, I don't
Yeah.
think that's gonna fly anymore.
It's been so exposed now. It's just like not something that's possible anymore. And yeah, it is kids. It's kids who are sucking on shot glasses thinking that they'll have Kylie Jenner lips. Like those are the people who are buying the lip kits.
That was a terrible era. I hated that for us.
Yeah, that was really interesting. Um and like the gag of it all was that it was just color pop, which I did own at the time. And like, bitch, that shit was crack lackling all the way. Like it was crazy. I don't know why we fucking wore that shit. It was like literally putting sawdust on your lips and going like, like, do I look like Kylie? No, bitch. You look crusty. Actually, I'm so sorry.
Crusty Cosmetics,
Literally
please.
crusty cosmetics. I don't know what kind of joint collective psychosis we were all on in 2015 with the liquid lipstick, but I'm so glad that fucking era is over.
The trend came and went. I think, like, the packaging of, like, the lip kits too were also so iconic,
The packaging was iconic. The fact that it was a kit too, something about a kit just made it feel like extra special.
right?
Also, do you remember when like people would like post, I guess it was on the website, like people would post like the lipstick like between their lips, like they'd like I
I
just
remember there were
remember
kids
me
in my school that would do that whenever they get their lip kit, and
like
they'd
on
post on their Snap
Snapchat.
stories.
Yes,
Yes!
and it always looked bad because how the fuck do you make that look good? You look like you're just like suckling, like that's what do you
When there would be, like, the lipstick stains on
the
the jar.
swatches. Oh, the
Oh my
lipstick
god.
stain on
But
the.
no, yeah, I was talking about, like, when they do, like, the
Oh my
and,
god,
like
I'm crying.
but the swatches too, oh my god.
The swatches with the flash on something, oh my god,
Yeah.
makeup culture in 2015 was something else. Oh my
But it was
lord.
peak. It was
It was
peak. The
peak. It was peak.
like, that was, like, peak for, like, the beauty community too on social media.
Mhm.
Like, you really could not escape whether you wore makeup or not, you could not escape the beauty world.
No, it was everywhere. Even like I don't, yeah, it was just like it was something to really partake in, to participate in. It's like bitches who didn't even fuck with makeup were like, "Well, I guess I have to buy the lip kit."
Right.
Or the Anastasia Brow Wiz or the fucking I could go on, honestly, because I had them all.
Like
The Too Faced chocolate semi-sweet eyeshadow palette that I still have
speak
to this
on.
day because why the fuck do you have 6 fucking eyeshadow palettes? You're gonna have makeup literally for the rest of your life. And I do. I've had that palette since 2016. Am I getting rid of it? No. Is it expired?
Um,
Yes.
I was about to say, like, girl, those chemicals, I don't know if
I
they're
don't
meant to last
know.
that long.
I feel like that's a scam though, like just to get you to buy more. Because why would I throw away a full palette? I'm still using it. Nothing's happening.
That's true.
But that's just my opinion. I'm sure someone will be like, "Well, actually you're giving like you're inhaling carcinogens," which I'm not sure how that would work. It turns into a carcinogen after 3 years.
It just gradually gets more carcinogenic with time. That's how it stays fresh so long. Following the Kylie boom, one of the most impactful beauty brands to hop on the scene in 2017 was none other than Rihanna's Fenty Beauty. This honestly, when we talk about the trend of like having your fave put out some makeup and knowing you're never getting music again, like this started from this beauty brand. Like when Rihanna launched Fenty Beauty in 2017, she changed the game simply because this was one of the first beauty brands that had like all inclusive shades. Like they were really intentional about creating shade matches for a variety of skin tones. For a lot of other beauty brands, especially celebrity beauty brands, they just weren't being served. Like I think was this before or after like the darkest shade controversy? Do you know? Do you remember?
For Fenty?
Yeah, for Fenty, like the darkest shade. There was a one YouTuber that like did like the darkest shade series of like different beauty brands and found like nothing was able to match her skin tone.
I don't remember. All I remember really is like when Tarte got in a lot of trouble because they had like a very exclusive shade range,
Mm.
which happened like around this time, and I feel like there were other brands that went through something similar. Um but I didn't know there was a controversy with Fenty's.
Oh no, it wasn't with Fenty. It was just like with the general beauty community.
Was it like
Nima Tang.
Nima? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I remember her videos.
There was a lot of conversation around that era about shade inclusivity, and it was just really nice to see Fenty really go full throttle into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Fenty Beauty was incredibly successful. It's still successful to this day.
I bought a highlighter literally last week.
See, a testimonial. How do you like their products?
I'm a big fan. I've been buying Fenty. I feel like I'm on a commercial right now. I Fenty changed my life. No, I mean I've been an OG like Fenty customer. I think one of the first products I bought from her was actually the foundation. I don't use it anymore because it's not really my favorite formula, but I love the lip gloss. I feel stupid buying like nice lip gloss because it's just lip gloss. Like I don't need to be paying like $20 for it. But there's just something about the Fenty lip gloss I cannot stay away from. Like
Oh,
I use them up too. It's not like I just like buy it and never use it. Like I love their lip balms and they have like a lip stain that I use. I use the highlighter. I've been repurchasing that damn highlighter since 2017, truthfully. When when Ariana said, "Highlighter my life just like that Fenty Beauty kid," I was like, yeah.
yeah, I felt
Yeah.
that.
I fucking love it. It really is the highlight of my life. No, it's so good though cuz they have like different kinds of shades. Like they have like a really dark like gold one. I don't really use that one. That is a little too dark for me, but I feel like when I was first buying highlighter, I would always buy it too light and it was like too chalky on my skin. But Fenty just has the best highlighter for brown skin, so I recommend.
Period.
I'm like Fenty haul.
Venti haul. We should have had a little makeup haul for the pod.
Could have done swatches and everything.
you know, uh, next time. Fenty really is that brand for POCs, I fear.
Definitely. It really is. Even my auntie uses Fenty. She is a
My mom does too.
see, she got the girls, not just the Gen Z millennials, she got the Gen Xers and
Yeah, the
everything.
boomer, like she
That's how you
crossed many
know.
boundaries. Yeah.
Yeah.
And clearly, this was a huge hit because Fenty Beauty is currently valued at 2.6 billion with a B billion dollars, with Rihanna owning 50% of the company. And Fenty Beauty is a joint venture between Rihanna's own money and Livy.
Livum LVMH.
I think it's crazy the amount of money that this company generates.
I know.
Like it's
She's a billionaire, right?
oh for sure, yeah.
Yeah. She's been a billionaire for a few years now. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember when it was like announced, but
Rihanna's transition from like artist to business mogul billionaire needs to be studied.
It really does because she did not have a lot of money before she started Fenty. Like I'm pretty sure this was kind of like her last attempt at like not going broke if I am correct. I maybe that was just like a rumor I heard, but I think what it was is like, her contract wasn't generating a lot of money for her as an artist, and
Mm,
then she started Fenty and like now she's like super rich. But that's
she's
just folklore. I don't know if that's like
it's a
that's a
folklore. That's
legend.
streets a saying. But I'm sure like Rihanna fans, well, they are happy that Rihanna is thriving and living her best life. Also are salty because after the launch of Fenty Beauty, there has not been much from Rihanna music wise. And honestly, I don't blame her.
My little story, what if that was true, like it makes sense if she's like, okay, I'm not making any money from this, and the industry is also insane. I'm sure she's probably like, I'm tired.
Yeah.
And now she's like making all this money from makeup and she can like do other stuff and chill. Like I bet her plan was always to stop making music all along and just to like find something else to do.
That's real. But she's a hit maker. She just happened to be a hit maker on the side.
Yeah. But like I feel like people, and this always happens, but like people weren't like scaling the walls for Rihanna to release an album until she stopped. Like obviously everyone loves her music and she was like making hits after hits, but I feel like we took it for granted because we just always knew, oh yeah, Rihanna,
We know
she'll
one,
she's
yeah.
gonna release the song of the summer. We'll have it to listen to indulge, to consume. And like she dropped Anti and everyone's like, oh my god, this album is fucking amazing. Okay, and we're sitting pretty waiting for the next one, and then she stops and they're like, wait, no, you're the best pop star that's ever lived, don't do this to us.
You're like, please come back.
She's like, why weren't y'all saying that earlier?
Okay. I think that can only happen for artists that make like good music to begin with and then stop because like then there's like people that like go on hiatus and no one was really checking for the music anyway and then they kind of just fall off.
That's true. I think what makes it hard for Rihanna fans to accept the makeup and accept that she's not making music anymore is the fact that she still is very visible and is still very relevant as a celebrity. It'd be different if she just like went off the grid, stopped making music, and just like never like spoke to us again.
Yeah.
But because she is still a very present celebrity, it's like, what? Like, what do we do?
Girl, get in the
So,
studio.
yeah. And like, even with Fenty, like, I don't know how successful it would be if she wasn't so involved and so present. But even if she did release Fenty and then just like never posted on Instagram and like never went to like events and stuff, like that would be a different thing. But because she is on Instagram and she is at events and she is always promoting her products, that makes her relevant. I mean, she performed at the Super Bowl too, so
Yeah.
it's like we're constantly being edged.
Edged by Rihanna.
I fucking wish. Actually, like literally, but I meant figuratively.
You're like, Rihanna, if you free, I know you in New York, girl.
Yes, I saw ASAP Rocky in Lower East Side. I know you're around. Also, I wanted to point out that she does own 50% of the company, which still, compared to the others, is significant. Um, and I also think is why she's made so much money personally from it. She used to be the CEO, but she stepped down. A lot of celebrities don't even own 50% of their makeup company, so I think that's pretty cool.
That is a pretty good deal. Going back to the Kardashians, we're talking about KKW Beauty, released in 2017. This is Kim Kardashian's beauty brand, and KKW followed the success of her sister Kylie. I know that Chris was like, "Oh, Kylie's on track to be the self-made billionaire. Kim, get in the factory." And KKW must have been born because it launched in 2017 with contouring kits, which matched Kim's signature makeup look. Now, I will be honest, I wasn't super tapped into the KKW beauty scene. I don't know if it made a lot of noise. It definitely did not have the same impact as Kylie Cosmetics. And is it still going? Is it still
I think so. What I find interesting about like the Kim versus Kylie kind of rat race is how, you know, it seems like they both kind of teeter. Like one's super successful and the other one's trying to catch up, or it goes back and forth. And I think once Kylie started the lip kits and was in her like King Kylie era, it was clear to Chris that she was like the new it sister. And so she's like,
Right.
okay, how can we capitalize off of this? And they did with the lip kits. I don't know if Chris was like, okay, Kim, you got to get it together, or maybe Kim herself was like, okay, well, I need to like compete because I'm supposed to
Right.
be the number
The it
one
girl.
sis, yeah.
Yeah.
And so she starts the makeup trying to compete with Kylie, um, and maybe they're not competing, but I just feel like it's kind of interesting to like also release makeup when your sister has like already done
Right.
that. You know what I mean? But then, Skims comes around and now Kylie is kind of struggling with her brands. Like, I mean, she's got like 1,000,001 brands.
Yeah.
It's wild. And I feel like that proves the whole like just putting your name on something doesn't mean it's going to be successful, even if you're a Kardashian. Like, I feel like Kim at this point, because it has been so successful, she's put a lot of her energy into Skims, and it's
Yeah.
been like a returning investment. But like, I'm sure if it flopped, like she would have just moved on to something else.
Right.
And like with Kylie, she's also done clothes, but like no one, like hardly anyone knows about it.
Like it's just like Kylie fans that are tapped in to like Kylie clothing.
It's not like people who talk shit about the Kardashians all the time are still buying it.
Right.
Me with Skims. I'm like,
Right.
yeah, the Kardashians, and I'm like in a Skims dress, like,
You're
so.
like posted on their page.
No, literally. Oh my god. I feel like if the Kardashians have to learn anything, it's like just pick a lane and stick to it and let it
Yeah.
like carry you. Because if you just keep throwing things out the wall, like you're just gonna look crazy.
No one's gonna trust the brand because you've done too many where it's been clear that you don't really care outside of like the money that it's going to bring you, which means that the quality is likely not going to be there. And now that your audience knows that about you and about your brands, why would they support anything you have coming out in the future? I did find out KKW Beauty is no longer being sold and is no longer a thing. Their Instagram page has been put on private, but they sunsetted KKW Beauty to Sunrise Skin by Kim. So
Oh, I
now
see.
is the skincare and the makeup, but
And
they've
that's
rebranded it to be Skin.
still around, Skin.
Yes, Skin is still there. Their only makeup in Skin is the lip gloss, the lip liner, the soft matte lip color, the highlighter, and the classic matte eyeshadow palettes. So very
Cool.
limited.
Well, shall we move on to the celebrity skincare? Or, oh my god,
Hmm.
what episode is this?
I
Shall I
was like
move?
right there with you.
You're like, yeah. Should we move on to the arguably most successful celebrity makeup line to ever grace us?
Let's talk about it.
Rare Beauty by Selena. Ew.
Rare.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So Rare was launched in 2020. Great time to start a makeup brand, honestly, because it sounds like it wouldn't be, because it's like, you're not putting on makeup, but I was putting on makeup during the pandemic just for the
Hmm.
vibes.
I was too.
Nice. The smoky eye.
Yes, I was tinkering.
I don't remember if Rare, I think the song came out before the beauty brand, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So great marketing for a pop star, all about loving yourself, accepting yourself. I see the word mental health in the notes. That's that's the motto of the makeup brand. Mental health, self-acceptance.
Love yourself with Rare Beauty.
If you're having a manic episode, just put on that blush, girl. It'll subside. Well, okay. I feel like what I remember from Rare Beauty first being launched and like seeing advertisements for it was like it was fit for everyone. Like there would be like women of all ages in the campaigns, obviously all skin complexions. I'm pulling Ariana
The
right now.
pronouns.
Gender, the pronouns, gender, conforming, non-conforming, all the iterations. But yes.
One of the reasons I think this brand is so successful is because it is so widely applicable. It really is and can be for everybody. Like I think there is a little something for everyone in Rare Beauty. And I don't say this about many other brands, but I think like Rare Beauty is so holistic that it can sort of be seen as like the
Like a staple
yeah,
brand or
like yeah, staple like the go-to for if you're like picking up some makeup and need some makeup on the go, you're getting Rare.
yeah, I totally agree. As someone who like when she first announced the makeup line, it wasn't really on my radar just cuz like I don't know, to me I was like, "Oh, it's just like another like celebrity makeup brand." But because it has built such a reputation outside of Selena Gomez, like as someone who does buy makeup, I own some of the blushes. I like some of the Gaga. No, but like I like some of the Selena Gomez blushes and I like honestly didn't really like know much about the brand when it first started. I just was like, oh, like a lot of people are talking about this blush. I love a liquid blush. I bought it, still have it. I will have that blush literally until I'm 90 years old. It is so pigmented. All you need is like literally the tiniest little dollop and it's
That's the
just like all
thing.
over your face.
I remember so many like beauty gurus doing like reviews of it, and I don't even wear makeup. Like everyone was talking about how less is more with Rare Beauty, and it is so pigmented, it'll last you forever. So it's always going to be in your makeup wardrobe.
Makeup bag
Makeup like
in your
your
in your
collection.
chestnut makeup wardrobe, in your mahogany makeup wardrobe that you crack open every morning, shelves and shelves,
Oh, I don't know what you call
in your makeup chest
it. And your makeup chest is
that you
crazy
unlock.
with your pigmented doubloons.
I'm dead. Yeah, well, it's a interesting business model because I'm like, I'm never repurchasing this blush. Like, I will
Yeah,
literally have it forever. So it's incredible that they've made, let's see, $70 million in sales. Like, I'm pretty sure the blush is like what made it $1 billion company alone.
yeah.
Or
Like
billion, did I say $1 billion? $2 billion, whatever. It's got a lot of money. It makes a lot of
it.
money.
It is the thing that has made Selena Gomez a billionaire recently. Like,
Yeah. Well, also, she owns Rare. So she's
oh,
not splitting it. No one else owns it. She's not the CEO, but she's a founder and the owner of the brand, which is quite iconic and makes sense why she's a billionaire, obviously,
she's
aside from
very
the
involved with the
success.
brand too.
Yeah.
Like, she's at every pop up. She's doing all of the press events. She's always talking about the brand. She's always promoting it. Like in every show, movie, production that she's in, she's
Yeah, she don't
promoting.
play.
Yeah. She's like, "Oh, what lipstick are you wearing?" Rare. That's
She
not my
doesn't
Selena
sound
Gomez
like
impression.
that.
Knows.
Going back to the blush though. I swear to God, that blush alone is why the whole blush blindness thing started because it's so easy to just literally be just like looking like Boo Boo the Fool. I don't know if that's Bobo the Clown, is what I meant to say.
Bobo, they're sisters. They were sisters.
Pennywise is definitely using Rare Beauty.
Okay.
Um, and I feel like it's just so easy to like to go overboard with the blush. And now it's like, well, this is the look now. This is just the look. I put on a dollop of Rare Beauty on my face, and now I look like I have rosacea, but like in a cute way.
I'll leave that there. I was gonna add, but I'm like, that does not need to be added to.
But shouts out.
Shout out to Rare Beauty.
I appreciate that Selena Gomez is catering to those who don't like to overconsume. You know,
Yeah.
under
Conver-
consumption core, Rare Beauty blush.
Get it once, never need it again in your life.
Literally. Again, I'm not sure how that's making money, but like I get it at the same time.
How does that work, actually?
I don't know because there's no repurchasing of like because that's kind of how capitalism works. Is like you downgrade the quality of the product so people have to keep buying it over and over again,
Hmm.
and I guess like it does create more trust, obviously, which is why people buy it because they know it's a good product. But it's like it's wild, like how pigmented it. Like I've never encountered such a pigmented product in my life.
Is it like expensive?
Yeah, but it's not like crazy. Like there are more expensive brands, but
Mm,
like I think it's like $28, which is expensive for a blush. Wait, let me see.
a 20. I wanted to ask, you know, because this is both of our faves, and she happens to also have a beauty brand.
Is this real? Bum bum bum. No,
What?
the song R.E.M. Just kidding.
You right. You right. I'm taking shiesty for that. I ain't even. Yes, R.E.M. Beauty by Ariana Grande. Is it R.E.M. or R.E.M.?
I don't know.
Because I've heard it said twice or said
I
both ways.
I guess it's tomato. I don't know.
I hope it's not R.E.M. Beauty
Rapid
because
eye
that.
movement beauty. Uh,
Do you have any products from?
no. So sorry.
Um.
I got the perfumes though, but not well, I
Okay.
mean it's a different company, but like yeah, I don't know. I guess like at this point I don't really buy makeup that I haven't used already. Like I don't buy makeup for fun. I just buy like, oh, concealer, like whatever I feel like is imperative for my makeup routine. I don't really have fun with makeup like I used. I'm sure if it was like 10 years ago, I would have been all over it. But
Yeah.
no, I just like I've never really felt the need to buy R.E.M. And I feel like I have already financially supported Ariana Grande enough with my
Yeah.
purchases of Cloud. So I'm okay. But I love to see it, supporting from afar. I can honestly say I'm a true fan of the music.
Yes.
And
You know,
that's yeah.
the music comes first.
Yeah.
I have heard mixed things. I love the packaging.
That's a hot take because a lot of people didn't.
Really.
Yeah, when it first came out, people were like, I don't like the packaging. It looks like play makeup or something. It looks cheap. I don't know.
I think it like fits like the vision. Like I could see where the mind was going, you know?
The space agey type vibes, retro 60s. Yeah.
Yeah. I liked it. I liked it cuz like REM is like sleep, like where do you go when you're sleeping?
Hmm.
Dreamy, spacey. I don't think it matched like her aesthetic very well at the time.
Yeah.
Like when REM came out, I don't know if it matched what it was, but with time, I'm like, okay, I get it. Although I will say, like, she also falls into the category of people that have their fans upset with them because they spend a lot of time promoting the makeup
Yeah.
instead of the music.
Yeah. It's like Instagram story. Ooh, are we getting? No, it's just lip gloss. Another Instagram story. Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, new blush coming out. Okay. And to that I say, get your bag, sister. You
Okay.
know, I feel like Ariana Grande for years has been like, bitch, I'm tired.
Right.
I
Like,
can't. So I kind of like I respect it. I think it's the same reason why she was like on The Voice. She's like, I need something to do, but it's not gonna be making an album and touring. That's for damn sure.
right. Because that lady works hard. She works incredibly hard. I like that she, despite it all, still gives like fans like interactions. Like she'll do like Q&As for like her makeup and stuff, and we'll talk about her personal life, and we'll talk about music, and we'll like cross the worlds, which I feel
Hmm.
like is not necessarily the case for a lot of celebrities when they're promoting their makeup.
Yeah, she seems very involved.
Similar to Selena, she's always going to the pop-ups.
Hmm.
She's like integrating it into all the projects that she's doing. Like she said she wore R.E.M. Beauty for her character Glinda in Wicked.
And they're doing a collab.
They're doing a collab. Like it's all very well integrated in each other.
Oh my god, she's gonna make so much money from this damn movie. It's crazy.
She is. She is. My sister's about to be paid.
Hmm.
No, I was just gonna say, like, while she was touring, she was like testing out like R.E.M. Beauty back during like the Sweetener tour. So like it's touched all the other worlds that she's currently in. It's not just like relegated to one, and I love to see it.
Yes. Do they have any like signature products? Like, are there products that people like really love? I've never really. I don't think I've ever seen it on like TikTok or anything.
I think REM Beauty's strong point is the fact that it's for a more like natural, minimalistic look.
Like a
Like
Glossier.
I'm only going based on like the products that I see Ariana use on herself. Like it's never like a thick beat. Like it's not like thank you next
Yeah.
makeup. It's very
Mhm.
much like how she was looking on The Voice, if that makes
Right.
sense.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Like light pinks, light blushes, maybe like a really pigmented like graphic eyeliner. Me pretending like I know makeup or how to.
No, it all makes sense. The
Yeah.
the
Okay.
graphic eyeliner is definitely present.
I'm looking at her website. I'm looking at the Wicked collab products. The packaging is kind.
Oh yeah, I only saw like a little video of it, but it was like it looks like a book, right?
Yeah. Makeup brands right now are so oversaturated as like skincare. And like you were saying, um, you don't really most people aren't really going out and buying new makeup outside of like the stuff they've already been used to and know that works for them.
Right. Yeah, it's so competitive, it's so oversaturated, and I think people are kind of desensitized to celebrity makeup brands now. I just feel like at a point there's got to be like a cap where it's just not going to be as lucrative anymore for new makeup brands and people have to find other avenues, which I think is why we see more hair care now and like
Yeah.
other companies that are popping up for celebrities cuz it's just like makeup is so, I mean, how many times can I say oversaturated? That's just
Hmm.
what it is.
It is interesting though that out of all of these celebrity business ventures, celebrity makeup is the one that is the most integrated in the space, you know? Like
Yeah,
when you're buying celebrity makeup for a lot of these brands, you're not intentionally thinking like, "Oh wow, I'm buying like celebrity makeup." I'm like it's more so I'm like
buying
buying
makeup.
a yeah. Like for Rare or for like Fenty still has that like, "Oh, I'm supporting Rihanna" vibe.
Mhm.
It's not the same as like if you're buying like I don't know, Ivy Park or something. Like you're
Yeah, it's not merch. Like no one can tell
yeah.
that you're wearing Fenty on your face just from looking at you, really.
I just thought that was cool.
It's cool. I also think with makeup and especially the successful ones, people aren't buying it to look like the celebrity. Like with
Yeah.
Kylie, yes, I think that was 100% true. But that's also I think why it failed because one it was like fake, but also like people are going to keep buying it once they put the lipstick on. They're like, I don't look like Kylie Jenner. That's odd. Like, you know what I mean? Whereas, like, one, people have gotten over that, but two, these makeup brands aren't reliant just on one product for the most part. I know Rare is known for their blush, but like, it's still an all encompassing makeup brand, it seems like.
Yeah.
And people aren't buying Rare to look like Selena Gomez, they're buying it for the product.
I think it's important to have like a product, and this can be said for literally any of the business ventures. But as a celebrity, it's important to have your product transcend yourself and to transcend the brand of celebrity. Because if not, your brand success is directly tied to your relevance, and that can come
Right.
and go.
It can come and go, you can get canceled, you can like yeah, there's so many factors or variables that go into that and it's just like so not sustainable at all just to be
No.
like, "Oh, this is my product and my name's on it. Buy it."
Yeah,
So,
and I don't know why you'd wanna do that to begin with, because you'd think, like, the reason why you go and go on these celebrity business ventures is because you're trying to fight against, like, the fleeting nature of celebrity and of, like, the public opinion of you at the time. So, like, tying it
yeah.
to you and making it part of that lore just puts more things at stake that aren't, like, stable.
That is such a great point because it's true. Like I think a lot of celebrities start these businesses so they can be like, "Oh, I'm not just a pop star, I'm a businesswoman and I don't have to rely on just one avenue to sustain myself. Like I have these other ways to be successful and like it's supposed to increase your longevity as a celebrity." So yeah, it's like counterintuitive just to like have this kind of frivolous like product just to slap your name on it because it just yeah contributes to that kind of like unsustainability of fame, I
Yeah.
guess.
I think that's, like, the thing that the Kardashians run into so much, like, specifically with Kylie, because I think when people hear that, they think like, "Okay, I just won't put my name on it." But, like, it goes beyond that because then the product actually needs to be good. Like, I think of, like, Sprinter. Like, yeah, sure. Like, that's a Kylie product that doesn't have Kylie's name, and if you weren't tapped into pop culture, you wouldn't know that that's a product by Kylie.
Hmm.
But it's not widely good. It's not better than the competitors, so it's still not gonna really take off.
I feel like it has a compounding effect when you're a celebrity that's losing relevancy and you keep
Mhm.
pushing out all these products and all the products keep flopping and all these headlines are like so and so flops again and it's like oh my god like it's just making it worse.
I would be so pissed if I'm on my 7th business trying to have a hit, and I look at the New York Times and it's
Rumi
emergency
flops
flops again.
again. That's actually so hilarious and so
I'm
sick.
like, "You know what? Fuck it. I'm going back to the music. Let me get in the studio."
Literally. Oh my god, that's so funny. Yeah, because I mean, like, the influencerification of celebrities is just like, I mean, it's all around us. You have to sell a
Yeah.
product. Yeah, you just need to be selling products. The
Mhm.
music is cute, but if you want to keep that $20 million mansion in Calabasas, girl, you got to start pedaling.
Okay. In the entertainment industry, it is no longer the case. Like, the art is no longer just enough. You need to be an artist and also an influencer. And as sucky as that sounds, as like a avid like art lover, music consumer, that's just the truth.
It's just the truth. And there's no shame. I mean, Beyonce, like, she has products. She's coming out with jeans. She's like
Mhm.
the one of the most successful artists in the world, but she's still like sent herself up
Yeah.
for, other streams of income.
And like that just says something, like if the artist is doing all this stuff. Not saying that she necessarily needs to, because I'm sure Beyonce is just fine. Out of like needing to diversify your income, then like for everybody
Yeah.
else, it kind of means like, yeah, get to it.
Yeah, Beyonce obviously has money and she's fine. But I think what happens with rich people or celebrities is like you get used to like a certain lifestyle and you have to be able to
Hmm.
like maintain
Maintain,
that.
especially like if you're a parent.
Yeah, she's got kids. Like, if you want to set up generational wealth, like, I mean, most celebrities, we think they're all rich, but like they have to work.
Yeah.
Like they must be working. So,
They kind of gotta, yeah.
yeah.
Unless you're like Lizzo or SZA and can like just take month-long vacations. I love them. I no, whoa. I love that lifestyle. Like being able to just like put out a hit album, do the promo
Yeah.
run for it, and then just like be like, all right, y'all, I'm going to Bali for 2 months.
I love that. But also something to consider, and I think Frank Ocean said this. It's like you don't know what Lizzo and SZA's lifestyle is and what their spending habits are. Like they could be making more money if they were doing more things with
Yeah.
music or with products or whatever. I think Frank Ocean was like, yeah, you just have like I just had to accept that like if I want to release an album every 4 years, like I'm not going to be making like Jay-Z money.
Mm. It's like figuring out what's worth it to you.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And SZA strikes me as the type of person who like protects their peace and their like artistry over just like trying to make the most money possible.
That's
Like she
true.
just
Yeah.
doesn't seem like that kind of person.
Hmm. What kind of celebrity would you be? Would you be like more so like protect your peace, or would you be like, girl, give me the check?
I mean, I would probably be I'd like to say I'd protect my peace. I mean, I think with money, like there's an amount of money you can make that will like make you happier and then it stops after a while. Like
Hmm.
really the extra million, 2 million, 20 million, I don't think is actually going to make you happier. I would
Hmm.
want to make enough money to where like I can invest, I can set up my future children, and I can like save my money. I don't think I would sacrifice my artistic integrity just for money. Like if it means like also mentally like I'm unwell, like if I'm
Yeah.
exhausted, if I'm like whatever, like I don't think I'm the type of person who could just like work myself into the ground. Like I
Yeah.
just can't do that. I love to make money, but it's like there's like a limit.
Right. There's a price on your mental health, but something is priceless.
Yeah.
Well, damn.
Yeah. I mean, listen, because right now I'm hustling because I have student loans to pay off and I live in New York and I'm trying to like do my thing.
Right.
In that sense, I'm like, I can work a lot and like do what I need to do because I have like, I
Mhm.
have like responsibilities and debts to pay off.
Right.
But I think if I was like super rich and like had no debt and was like coolin', I don't think I'd be like so hungry for money the way other
Mm.
people may be. Cause like, I mean, it's like Elon Musk. Do you really need like do you really need all that?
Minor psychopathy, just a little bit. To have that much money, powered influence, and have everything at your fingertips and still want more.
It is. It's seriously a mental illness in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like aside from the hoarding of it all, which is like
Mhm.
diabolical, this incessant need to keep making more because it's not going to make a difference. It's just
Yeah.
the like addiction of like making money and being obsessed to with power. Like it's beyond
Mhm.
money at that point. And I also think it takes a certain kind of personality to not only become a billionaire but to want that and like
Yeah.
push yourself so hard to get to that level because you don't make that much money without stepping on people in like a real
Yeah.
severe way.
Yeah. Because I think everyone says like, "Oh, I'd want to be a billionaire. Oh, I'd want $1 billion." But to actually say that and put it into action and do it, and do what it takes to become a like they always said there's no such thing as an ethical billionaire,
Yeah.
and I believe that. Like whether you are conscious of the harm that you were doing or not, like I think there are definitely billionaires out there that like think that they're doing really good because they don't see the impacts or the harm that
Mhm.
they're causing in that. But that doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. There's just no way to generate $1 billion without fucking somebody over.
Yeah. And like again, is that extra 10 million really going to change your life? Like you don't even have that much time on earth to spend all that money.
The people that are like so rich that they make it a competition to be who's the richest in the world,
Get a fucking hobby, please. Take a
like
parasailing or something. Like I don't understand.
I don't get it. I don't
Neither
get
do
it.
I. Well,
Yeah,
what
y'all,
about you?
that's
What's your well,
um,
I wanted to know what your the price of your mental health is.
the
Like
price of my mental health. I think I don't know. I think like right now in life, I've been very much the protect your peace sort of person. Like there's not I prioritize my peace and my comforts more than anything. And I think for me, I'd be down to like sacrifice my mental health just a little bit. Um, just to sort of have the opposite. Cause
it'll be worth it.
yeah, I wouldn't do that long term. I don't see
Yeah,
that being like my forever truth. But I think I definitely I'd give into the mill a little bit for a short amount of time until I feel like I've hit that threshold that you were talking
for
about.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm nowhere near that threshold, so I'm like, we keep
Run it up.
pushing. I'm like, I have expensive taste, so I have to
Okay.
do what I must do to afford myself.
Azalea ate when she said broke with expensive taste because
No,
I felt
literally,
that.
literally.
So, celebrity makeup for the last time. Is it shameless or shameful promo?
Mm. It's one of those where it's like kind of both.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Okay. Wait, first, what do you mean by that?
Well, when I look at celebrity makeup as a whole, from the Kylie Jenners to the Fenty Beauties, it's like, yes, there are examples where it's shameless, and I'm like, fuck yeah. Actually, you've made the makeup world a better place by creating
Hmm.
these products. Amazing. And then there are the liars and the cheaters and the scammers, which I don't think I need to
Right.
spell that out for you. But I think I don't know, cuz like I do think there are celebrity makeup brands that are just so uninspired and so unnecessary and I don't love that. I don't
Yeah.
love the overconsumption of makeup. I don't love the pointless and frivolous production of products that are like it's just like a net negative for everyone
Yeah.
involved. Um but I also think celebrity makeup brands have like done great things.
I think when they go out to solve a problem and genuinely do that, they are shameless. I
Mhm.
think of Fenty Beauty solving a real need of like inclusivity and foundation shades. It's shameful when it kind of goes beyond that. Like,
Yeah.
did we need to look like Kylie Jenner in 2016?
No.
did we need to have a contour like Kim Kardashian for KKW Beauty?
No.
No. And it's clear that she didn't either because the business is
Came
nowhere
and
to be
went.
found.
Yeah.
So I think it really varies.
Yeah, it does. It just feels so uninspired now. It's like, please,
Mhm.
no, no more.
No
No
more.
more.
Please keep the rest of
We
them.
have enough. Yes. Give me a damn, I don't know, a foot cream or something. Like I
Kim Kardashian foot cream.
can't. See, I would love to see that.
That would be insane.
Well, I guess, the girls have hair care right now. I'm curious to see what the next big thing will be for celebrity products. I want it to be interesting, please.
Right. Spice it up. Send us to space. Celebrity
Send
space
us to
travel.
space. Maybe House Labs will do that. Remember when Lady Gaga was supposed to go to space back in like 2010? Do you remember that?
She was supposed to go to space?
Yes, she was supposed to be the first pop star to go to space and perform. It never happened though. I think some like massive world event happened that like
Oh,
stopped it from
9/11?
N- pretty sure.
You did say
Um,
2010s.
I'm pretty sure Lady Gaga was Stephanie Germanotta in 2001.
Oh my god. Yeah. Give us some theatrics, give us something different, give us something the girls have not seen before
Yeah.
and that we actually need.
Yeah.
That is it for celebrity makeup.
Well, yeah, that's a wrap on makeup and celebrity products.
Also, hope y'all enjoyed this season of the Shameless Promo podcast. Make sure to tap in with both Madison and I on our channels. You can find me at Emergency, IMURGENCY. And
You can find me, Madison Brown, on I don't know why I forgot what platform I use. On YouTube and Instagram.
yes. But yeah, y'all be safe. Leave a like, leave a rating.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Peace and
Besos.
love.